So hello and welcome. So another race. I can see the crowd are huge this time, and we'll see how it goes. So the sprint race is, as I saw, 25 kilometers, so slightly longer than the last one, and I'm not very well rested. So, but we'll see. Right, let's start. Let's go! Oh man, they are quick off the line. Let's go get them! Whoops. These guys are quick. That was way too quick off the start, considering the length is 25 k's, so I'm not sure. Should be somewhere in between 35, maybe to 45 minutes for the race. We see how we do. And the crowd is huge. I can see 231 competitors. Still think that's a big wattage. Big power is being utilized. Got to stay somewhere in the back. Wow, the crowd is amazing. If it was for real, it would be very challenging to not fall down. I still think the effort is over the reasonable limit at the start, but we see. I have dropped some 20 positions back. Legs are nowhere near to be fresh. I did a lot of high intensity running workouts recently, so legs are just tired. I did 2 running sessions, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. It was Tuesday. 17 in the morning at the indoor track, doing 1000 meter repeats, getting myself ready for the Malaga Half Marathon, and the evening session another 17k, so 34 kilometers running on Tuesday, Wednesday bike, Thursday 13 running, and yesterday on Friday 20k running at a moderate pace, and the legs do not feel good, but we keep trying, see what we can do. Wow, the speed is amazing. I think that's the drug. When you are in the group, you just get, oh, I have pressed that drafting boost, so time to relax a bit. 3.5 Ks in 5 minutes. That means that the whole race should be less than 40 minutes. Maybe 35 to 40. As we see. Position 67. So the first third. But it's too early. Certainly too early to make some predictions. I had lost a bit of weight down to 69, but I still kept 70 as a setting in Zwift. I just forgot to change it. The higher intensity trainings certainly do help to lose some weight as I'm getting ready to the Malaga Half Marathon. So, but I'm still officially 7-0. But okay, I'm not pretending to be in the leader group anyways, so it doesn't matter so much. Well, the target is not to complete the last. Second from the last would be good enough. As not feeling well rested, and but we keep pushing. Whew. The field is being stretched now, so important not to lose the drag from the guys in front. So I've got to stay with the group. Wow, that's a big crowd. That certainly is a big crowd. Let's put the music a bit louder. Hope you guys can still hear me well. I have put 2 microphones out in front, so hope you're getting a good audio. This is the moment when I actually would not mind if the dog was chasing me, but I'm in my garage, so kind of difficult to get such kind of artificial boost, but we keep going. What a crowd! I'm around my threshold according to heart rate, and as I can see the power numbers occasionally spiking above, but we keep going. Now I need to catch the guys in front to get a drafting boost, as I was kind of away from everyone. That's it. No more talking. Getting difficult.
And so at this point I had given up to try talking, and as it became way too difficult, that's minute 14 into the race, and I'm finding myself in position 99 out of 231. And so from here I had decided to try to catch up with the guys in the front, as Otherwise, I would not be getting any draft and any boost. And this position is quite strange, as there were so many guys in the race, 231 gentlemen, and to ride alone is not very convenient option. But at this point I had already realized that I would not be able to gain a lot, as I had accumulated too much fatigue, and so I was not really able to push anymore, and also the heart rate was struggling to pass over around 156, 157, which is around or very close to my cycling threshold. My running threshold is approximately 165 to 167, and cycling threshold is significantly lower, and somewhere in between 156 to 160. And when I get tired, it's extremely difficult to me to get past that values, even for a shorter periods of time, of course. And since this race is just 8 days out from my goal A, from the Malaga Half Marathon, I was right about to start the taper, and probably I'm now thinking that this would be my last high-intensity workout in both running and the cycling, and I was just hoping that the last 11 kilometers, no, 14 kilometers would finally come to an end, and I would finally get some rest. But I have found myself now in one of the chase packs, and quite many guys chasing me up now, and I was realizing I'm in the front, so not in very comfortable position, and but the wattage seemed quite low at this point, and I thought that I would just continue going as is. I'm approximately at my threshold now, at least in regards to the heart rate, and I was not going to slow down anymore, although it felt already quite difficult to maintain even that pace. I saw that the front group is within 10 to 13 seconds away, and there were ideas to try to catch them up later, but did not seem that realistic, as I was also pushed by the chase pack, by the cycling guys, by the racing guys surrounding me, and in the back of my head I was a bit afraid and scared that I can suddenly find myself somewhere behind them. So that was lap number 1 complete, and just about halfway through the race. The sceneries are of course amazing, and that volcano in the front, just magnificent, and I'm again finding myself in the front, and the logical step would be to slow down a bit probably and stay with the group and somewhere in the middle of that chase group, but I kind of felt reasonably hard and just didn't want to slow down. And as the road began to go up, all of a sudden I noticed the guys are overtaking me, and I have to speed up to stay with them. So at this point I probably started to think that okay, now I am in a relatively comfortable position just in the group, and so I just have to continue. Maybe someday, if I gather enough progress throughout the Zwift racing, I will get the same nice looking glowing bike, but at my current level 18 I think that's still a long way to go to get the bike. So now I am reasonably comfortable in the group, and I'm also noticing that at times the power is dropping, and also the heart rate was dropping slightly, and I could have probably pushed out a bit more, but the common sense just advised me to stay with the group, and if I made the move now, then I would obviously find myself collapsing within the next 5 or 10 minutes. So all of a sudden had picked up two guys, and the group seemed to apply more power on the uphills, which is probably logical with these kind of bikes. As you don't obviously get a lot of aero with these bikes, and so with less of the wind resistance, you probably can get some benefits by throttling the uphills and relaxing slightly downhill. Now there is an option to get the drafting boost, and I had pressed this option, and I also see that two guys in front and around me also using this drafting power up. So I had to use this additional power up and to try to pull away a bit, but I see the other guys around me all within literally less than a second behind me, and so I'm not getting any advantage actually. Maybe a bit of the rest as my heart rate dropped to 153, so at this point I was thinking that okay, if I can stay with this group until the end, then can probably anticipate some kind of the finish sprinting, and I also realized that the chances of winning amongst this current group is obviously not very high, as the amount of fatigue generated just wouldn't let me to push really hard in the last few hundred meters. At times I was noticing that power to weight ratio amongst the competitors at times was lower than mine, so obviously I was not getting the drafting benefits as they were getting, as quite significant amount of time I was in front, riding on my own within that group. So the idea was to move slightly to the back and to apply the resources in a more efficient manner. But also looking at the power numbers, it was a bit frustrating that there was a gradual decrease in the generated power, so that was signaling that the fatigue is there, and it's just difficult to continue to apply that kind of power. Also the length of the race, which would translate to something around 35 to 40 minutes of the effort, would hint that the power, the average power throughout the race would need to be slightly above the FTP, and that is quite an intense workout then. Something similar to running a 10k race, which is always a hard thing to do. So we were catching up on one cyclist who probably started the race too fast and was not able to continue with the same amount of effort, and now I was in position 92 out of 231. So I had already started to hope that I may actually complete the race within the first 100. But it was still 6k to go. I could also see that there were less power-ups available than in the previous race, where we had 8 laps, I think, and we were getting 1 power-up for each lap, and that was every 2 kilometers. So that was a bit more interacting and more interesting. And here it was just less options, of course, also to make the mistake and to activate the power up in the wrong location and at the wrong timing. So the heart rate declined a bit, and it was difficult to maintain even that kind of effort. And I was watching the heart rate, and I was realizing that with the amount of fatigue accumulated, I'm struggling to push a bit more, and I knew that theoretically I could have obviously give it a try and try to pull away from the guys, but now again, as we approached to the uphill section, everyone was throttling and going pedal to the metal, obviously. And all of a sudden I found a huge group of the competitors overtaking me, and I was just trying to put more effort into it, but it was really difficult at that point of the race. I should certainly give it a try and try to get to a race when I'm fresh and to give it everything, but have to keep this idea until the next time. All of a sudden I found myself now in position 123 instead of 93, so I lost 30 positions during that quite short uphill section. I was just not ready for that. I was not really anticipating that uphill, and I think I was just too reluctant to try to respond to the guys who were overtaking me. And that's quite a mistake actually from my side, as even though I was not watching on the uphills, and I should have pushed harder when I was noticing they are overtaking me. Okay, that's 3.5 kilometers to go, and position is 122nd out of 231, so approximately in the middle. I was also noticing on the same segment I'm an 11 seconds slower than during the first lap. So that was an indication of the current state of fatigue. And I was just probably counting down the kilometers and minutes until the finish line. Okay, I have found someone to overtake and moved a couple of positions forward. And to 119th position. So all of a sudden I had lost 30 positions and regained again 4. At this point I had noticed that my laptop battery is going low, and I just was not sure that it can last until the finish, so I was scared, and I just was asking my wife to reconnect the power cable from the camera into the laptop, not to get disconnected and not to lose the race completely. And it was kind of getting really frustrated. Simultaneously, at the back of my head, I was noticing that it's only already less than a K to go until the finish line, so I have to collect myself and have to try to push some more energy through the wheels. So the laptop was being charged and it all looked okay to try to complete the race, and I saw there are a few guys in the back chasing me and obviously getting ready to push towards the end, and now that was the time, so I switched to survival mode and tried to put more effort just now, and the goal was to stay with these guys and to try to overtake them towards the finish line, and it was way too hard, and I was pushing up to 400 watts, and that was it. So position 121 with the average power to weight ratio 3.7, and I saw that the winner was pushing 4.6 watts per kilo, and he was 3.5 minutes ahead, so that's quite a difference, and so we'll try to get back to one of the races when I'm fresh, and see how I do. And now have to start the taper ahead of the Malaga Half Marathon on the 10th of March, and we see how we do.